The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Arsenal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
And this is Messi. Played out wide. He has found the way through. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And this is Messi. And he was alert to it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Messi. Zanetti has it out wide and in space. Zanetti, and that's aimed at... Big header! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Might be tries a shot! Cruyff! That is beyond words! A finish of true class! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Adriano. Now it's Drogba. Cruyff. Out towards the flank. Can he get it through? Cross to the back post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And this is Messi. And it's Zanetti. He's being urged to shoot. Zanetti. And he's whipped. There's the header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Messi threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. Tries to get it clear. Rodri picked out brilliantly. And this is Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Passing nice and neat. Adams gets rid without sophistication.
1 minute at a time.
And he's gone direct here. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Shot a goal! Sensational from Eto'o!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
So smooth, a signature finish. Face to face with the keeper. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Van Balten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That is good alertness. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
De Bruyne. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Eto'o. Rodri. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Messi. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution in progress.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. De Bruyne. Over to the left. Oh, he's played it in low. Danger averted for now. And that's been won straight back. Adriano. Cleared without complication. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's Eto'o! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just a reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Messi. Adriano. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Messi. Good read, needed to be. And that was very necessary.
Substitution.
He's had it taken off, and he's had a hit! Racing over the bar.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21, Adrian.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Drogba. Number 17, De Bruyne.
Baresi. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
And we'd like to.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And he was alert to it. And he can clear it away. Now it's Eto'o. Now, can they get him away? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's there to belt it away. First quarter of an hour gone. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking to play him in. And he's worked it through. Look at the... Manchus Cunha! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Senegal with the corner, they're first. Gets his head on it! In he goes again! Goal! Senegal! Some heroic goalkeeping, But even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Almost half an hour in now. That's a sharp pass. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Passes short and sharp.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Arsenal finding their passes. Well, there's the clearance. Costa Curta. And he's there to clear it. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Kyle Walker. Bastoni. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Eto'o. It's a throw-in. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he plays one through. He's found some space. He's shot a goal! Right. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Security staff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution for Senegal, number 18, number 7.
And we're
Matthias
underway
Cunha.
again.
Number 1.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Number 12, Vitor Bahia.
That pass has been well intercepted. Bahia clears. Can he get it through? That looks a cracking ball. And he's one-on-one, shot, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Senegal have their second corner now. And he's there to get it away. Posh. He has found the way through. Aubameyang. Bellingham plays it in. Climbs up big. It's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 59 minutes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Senegal, number 23,
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mateo, he rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Senegal
Appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he was quick to react. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nicely weighted ball. It's Rooney! It's hit the upright. Throw in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Xavi tries to pass it through. Good chance here!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Rijkaard gets it away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Can he get on the end of this? That is ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Substitution in progress.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Arsenal certainly had some good moments, Peter.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Now that's well seen too. Bellingham, looking for options for movement. And he shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is a brilliant interception. No, that's been intercepted. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this striker, Benjamin Sesko, is someone I really like the look of, Peter, because everything about him screams target man.
Bellingham! Oh, belter! A finish of true class! He gave it plenty and some. Trashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bruno Fernandes. Neatly clipped into space. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Bellingham. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Now he's off and running. Bellingham.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Bellingham. Think it's Bale! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Terrific header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And we hit half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
action is back underway.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's in a good position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Chance here to counter. Ball driven towards the... climbs up big! That was superb goalkeeping.
Šeško is offering a right smile there.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Chouameni, your impression so far, Jim?
Arsenal are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Šeško, great vision. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rijkaard. That has ended up in no man's land. Now that looks a decent ball. Kukçu. And it's Neymar. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, this looks sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely aimed pass. Arsenal are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late.
Has a shot! 5 minutes left on the clock. That's really well manoeuvred. Chance! Superb from Šeško! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Madrid could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Well, the defence... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Arsenal against Brazil.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. There's the whistle.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now, can they get it back? Darwin. And this is Eto'o. And he's running through. He's through, shoots! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. This to go one up. 1-0, never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Right card with the foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Foot in. That has not gone well. First quarter of an hour gone. No question, this is the man you want to get a big chance! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
After 18 minutes is number 11, El Hadj Diouf. El Hadj Diouf. El Hadj Diouf.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Jimenez clears. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And a quick reminder today that parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the...
Kachu! Goal! Arsenal! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shot, surely! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Osimhen is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Xabi Alonso goes short. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Strong running down that left flank. Conte. Now it's Aubameyang. And this is Eto'o. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is real chance! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style! And the comeback is complete! And that really is so impressive. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Tries to play it through. Tries a shot! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
And it's Eto'o. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And this could be the final action of the first half. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Arsenal are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And the game has already resumed here. Up face to face with the... Takes a shot! It's in!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought...
Big chance! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That has not gone well. Almost an hour gone. And this is Eto'o. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Courtois getting this one clear. Now it's Osimhen. Howson. Howson stood his ground strongly. Alonso. Xabi Alonso powering forward here. Eto'o. And it's been played through. Oh, shot a goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Schneider.
We have got changes
Number
here from both
22,
sides, in fact.
Danny Olmo. Number 5, El Hadj
Now,
Diouf.
can they get him away?
Number 45,
And
Osimhen.
Batistuta!
Xabi Alonso.
And kept
Coming
out
on the
by
field,
the most
number
elastic
9,
of saves.
number
Yeah, he was well
18,
placed to deal with that.
Neymar. Number 19,
It's their second
Batistuta.
corner of the game.
Number 7, Robert Lewandowski. Number 14, Iwobi.
Neymar plays it short. And he's gone looking for safety. Not the most accurate pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Now this could be a chance. And it's Olmo. That's going to go a long way. No fouls. And the volley. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
There's the header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's gone loose. Looking to play him in. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Looking for the run, and there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Arsenal take the lead. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they react. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
That could spell trouble. Kukçu. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that is one way to stop him. Eto. And the counter is on. He's found a way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. And the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Bellingham. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Great vision. This ended up in no man's land. So it is still 0-0. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dani Olmo does well to get it back. Nice looking ball. Takes a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Back into the middle. Dani Olmo! Well, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Looking for the run. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, this looks sharp. And it's McAllister. Can he get it through? And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Dani Olmo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Bastoni is there and he can get that clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please turn
So,
your
no
attention
breakthrough
to the
from
screen
either
for
side.
information
0-0
provided
after
by the local
45 minutes
police.
of action.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 2, Conte. Coming on the field
And
is
that's the start of another
number
45
8,
minutes.
Kukcu.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Just the keeper to shot a goal! A wonderful effort all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Let's a look and place it forward. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well timed, excellent interception. Kyle Walker. Now he's off and running. Arsenal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change.
He's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Nicely shaped ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Picked out Bridge, tries a shot! Sensational from Eto! A finish of true class! The breakthrough strike! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have the first goal.
Look, experience.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's away. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot. Casillas will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That's a sharp pass. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? Neither of these two want to come off second best.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Club America against Arsenal.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defence.
Shapes the shoot! And he's done it! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Howson calmly anticipates. Xavi Alonso. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's good play from him.
And he's making progress on the ball. Lovely feet. Dani Olmo. Ball played for Rijkaard. Dani Olmo! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's heaved it away. And it's Cruyff.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Forlan. Nicely aimed pass. Threads one in. He's one-on-ones and he shoots! He's got a goal! Arsenal are level. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's Fulham! Oh! Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw. Into the lead once more. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Lopez. Fermin will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Not much subtlety about that challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's away. Danger averted for now. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Costa Curta. Chance here to counter. Chiellini. Dani Olmo. Played into the middle. And that has been cleared. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Just a quick announcement. It is
Either
now
side
time for
holding
our
back
special
here.
lottery.
It has been
Please
quite a
grab the
half,
tickets you were
this.
given when
Yeah,
you were
they're
walking
ahead,
through the gates.
Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. Now here's the delivery, and that's been well dealt with. Forlan does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Conte. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Spread it left. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Oh, that's a key interception. Xavi Alonso. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Xavi Alonso. And it's Robertson. Robertson. And the shot! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Club America take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Substitution for Club America, number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Is number 8, Stojkovic. Substitutions taking
Great vision.
place.
He's in a great position here.
That's good defensive concentration.
Dani Olmo. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Rooney. Chips it through. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's come to nothing. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. Verbin! Dani Olmo, quality ball. Now it's Rooney. Knocks it into space. That's a good ball. Can he finish? They've scored! With so little time left. Grandstand finish. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Arsenal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Added minutes.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Oh, that's a clever... He rises! Now, who's going to be first to this? He can get that clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Chiellini can get it clear. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
And now,
how would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Special
Arsenal
presentation.
never